What's going on, everybody? My name is Austin. You are back with Burkify Gaming, and we are here once again with This Is the Police 2. I've only one episode of this, so I'm very curious what happens next. I do love this game so far. It's kind of a funny game. Wait, I've already done this, haven't I? Yeah, I've already done this. Haven't I? Wait a minute. Yeah, because I did this one. I've already done this. What in the hell? Okay. Yeah, 69 Dick. I was laughing about that. What street? Who names their street Dick? Okay, we're back to this cutscene.
You could at least hide the suitcase.
What? All this? It's just...
Charlie, shut your trap and get ready to question the suspect.
Yeah, Charlie.
Lily, I just want to...
You do understand, Gail, that this will soon be over. All of this. You understand that, right?
I know, Lily. I know.
I need to finish writing that letter to Captain Carter.
I like the sound effects in this game. They all sound very realistic, which is nice. I've already seen this too. This is the Russian toilet guy. I don't want to watch all this again. This thing took forever. It just wouldn't shut up. Can I? Oh, I can't skip. Okay, I think this is where I left off. I don't know this guy's angle yet. I think I missed something on him. Hope this is royalty free. Damn, you just drained that shit. That's his family. Dear Dylan, Oliver, and Edgar, we have anything to be sitting with you on the porch of our old house, smoking a cigar, talking and passing the day. I know you have a lot of questions for me. A lot of unpleasant questions. It's hard to hear them in my head, but it won't be so easy to find the right answers. Is it true what they're saying about you? My only crime was wanting to take care of myself and my family. I'm sorry it took so long. My crime was I trusted the wrong people. I was used and threw the town in the trash. I don't know his angle, so I can't really answer this, but I guess I would... I'll go with this one. Why did you flee from Freiburg? It's not that I ran away, I just need time to regroup, so I go back and clear my name. Sometimes retreat is the only way to victory. Because I didn't want to be killed in prison. I know so much about every influential scoundrel in the city that I never may see a day in court. Alright. Not that I ran away, I just need time to regroup so I can go back and clear my name. Sometimes retreat is the only way to victory. Why did Mom really leave? Sally, your grandmother once told me that I'm too old, that I don't have any energy, and that's why Laura left. I didn't really understand what she meant at the time, but now it seems she hit the nail on the head. And I'm picking this one because I don't... The kids in the picture look very, very young. And you really shouldn't, you know, cuss in front of children, even though I do that watch my channel. I mean, in all honesty, but, like, It's different when writing to your kids. You know, if you're writing to your kids or talking to your kids, you really shouldn't do it. And if they're watching my channel, I can't really help it because the parents should be monitoring what their kids watch. In all honesty, that's what my mom did. So, anyway, so let's move to this one. Yep. Did you have an affair on the side too? I wouldn't say that. For one thing, your mother had already left, and it's strange to call a relationship between two people an affair if they only talked on the phone and never met. That seems... okay. Yeah, right. Why did you get in bed with the mafia? What did I do with the mafia? You didn't go to them, left me no choice. When they threatened to hang your children's head from a chandelier, you do exactly what they asked you. Again, you shouldn't say that to your children. And they may not be children. I don't know how old they are, but they looked young in the picture. I don't really know. I don't know this guy's backstory. I'm very confused. I'm pretty sure I just missed something. Did you kill people? I mean, my guess would be if he was with the mafia, he probably controlled some people. So, I guess. The camera crooked. It does look kind of crooked. Maybe. I have no idea, guys. Fuck it. How's your health? Bad. I'm not complaining, but I'm lonely. I'm afraid I'm not going to make new friends here. Either way, new friends at my age won't lead to anywhere except new funerals. Why didn't you just retire? Well, because I had nothing to do. All I had left an empty house and a dirty barn. What was I going to do? Farming? All my tools rusted a long time ago. After a week of retirement like that, I would have put a bullet in my forehead. What are you afraid of? I'm afraid that I won't have a chance to clear my name or even explain myself before the law, before Freeburg, and most importantly, before you. You deserve an explanation the most. That's why I'm writing this letter. What are you planning to do next? I can't tell you. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just that even I don't know what I'll have to decide 10 seconds from now.
We could hardly shut the guy up. He wasn't so tough. I didn't even get to the phase 3.
What's phase
Phase
3?
3 is where
We don't have a lot of time.
Oh, come
We're
on!
leaving their headquarters, but we should be able to nab most of them if we
Finally,
hurry.
they were going to tell me
North
what
of
phase
here,
3
the old
was,
summer
and they
camp.
fucking cut it off.
They
How
keep the
fucking
goods at
dare
their
you,
headquarters.
sir?
They always use a different place, usually an isolated house on the outskirts. Most of the time, these places have random tenants who don't even suspect that there's anything hidden under their floorboards. That way, the drugs can never be linked back to the neckties or the neckties to the drugs. You remember that little tavern called Frissetti? We went drinking there after graduation and broke that big mirror. Mr. Blaine's converted it into a house, and now he rents it out for almost nothing. 2 weeks ago, an old man moved in, and under his floorboards, there's 27 kilograms of heroin.
Holy shit.
I'm starting to think that guy is leading us around by the nose. I bet there's 4 or 5 armed guards at the house. But you said it's a small place, right? Well, I bet there's 2 at least. I don't believe they just left the stuff under some old man's floorboards. Even if there is an old man living there, I bet he's in on it. Hey, maybe old man is just a nickname. What do you think? I bet he's a right cutthroat, hunkered down there, ready to ambush us. Maybe he already...
Well, you and Corey, go check it out. Take 2 cars in case it's not just an old man living in the house. Whoever you find there, bring them in. And don't forget about the heroin. Rest of you will come with me to storm their headquarters.
I get it.
Sound
I
good to
think
you,
that
Lily?
old guy I was trying to sell toilets was actually part of the neckties, and he was trying to get the heroin back. And that's why I wanted to scope the house. Alright, all events that require your attention are displayed on a sharpwood map by a card in the call list. Okay. Whoa. Each call has a minimum professionalism requirement. To ensure your cops can go on call, their overall professionalism just must meet the minimum required by that call. Holy fuck, I cannot talk and I am sorry. Are the sirens and the lights really necessary? Because, you know, in A school, you know, when I was learning to be a cop, not all things require, you know, lights and a siren. Just saying.
Careless love.
I hope to God this is royalty free. Let's get music going.
You fly to my head like wine.
That's good for me.
There goes a missing oh yeah. And you never
Oh, no, no, no.
this song is like oh,
Upward Sheriff's Department. No. Look at this. No, well, just look, Corey.
What the fuck, man?
You couldn't find anyone better to watch the goods? Oh, they just didn't bother. Or are we missing something? What do you think, Corey? Think we're missing something?
Chuck,
Huh?
you're an asshole.
Is there some kind of special meaning to the fact that we've got drunk, dirty grandpa here sitting in the shack watching the goods? Maybe we need to crack the code here, huh?
Well, any ideas where they hid the powder?
How about you look around while I interrogate the suspect, huh?
I was gonna be a fucking asshole.
You.
That's illegal.
What's your name, old man?
Boy.
What did you say, old man? You need to answer nice and clear when a police officer speaks to you.
My name is Nash. Warren Nash.
I'll tell you something, Warren Nash. 15 years on the force. I've seen all sorts of dirty shits. This town isn't exactly upscale, in case you haven't noticed. I've caught thieves, caught rapists, murderers, and drug traffickers. All part of the job, you know? I'm doing my job. Nice and easy, like a professional. But here you are. This filth, you're
Real quick, what he's doing, I'm not sure if it's legal, but it's definitely frowned upon. Putting your gun to to a suspect's head by questioning them, you're not ever supposed to do. Ever. Like, never, ever, ever. Okay? And the way he's talking to this guy is just disrespectful. Maybe he doesn't know the drugs are in there. Give this dude a fucking chance. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm a nice guy, alright? You know, and maybe if I had this kind of issue, which I haven't, but if I did, I'd walk in and I'd ask the guy to sit down, you know, see what he knows. If he doesn't know anything, bring him in for questioning just to make sure. You know, let him go on his way, get the drugs out. It's that fucking simple. You don't need to be putting the gun to this guy's fucking head. This guy's being a douchebag. I'm also a smartass. If I had this guy, I'd be talking shit. I don't give a fuck. Because you can't shoot me for being an asshole.
You don't make it easy to be easy. Filth like you drives me up the wall. With scum like you, I just can't keep up the cold-blooded professional attitude. I just can't. You know why, Warren? Because... Oh, I'm sorry, Warren. I'll be just a second, all right?
Shit, Charlie, what the hell? Do you want
Corey, just look for the fucking drugs while I'm busy with the fucking suspect, okay? So, Warren, filthy things like you drive me nuts. Because you think that we'll never catch up with you. You think the police can't do anything. You think we just rescue cats from trees and help old ladies carry their bags up to the porch. You think, you believe, you really believe that we'll never get to you. So you don't even have to try. You taking good care of the goods here, Warren? You ready for us here, Warren? Just waiting in ambush, Warren? You did fucking nothing, Warren! Fucking nothing! Because you thought we'd never come. But here I am, Warren. Here I am! What are you gonna do now, Warren? What's the big plan, Warren?
Hey, I think I found something.
You hear that, Warren? He found something. Next time, hide it better.
That's
Well, this looks like 27 keys of heroin to you?
I would say there's somewhere between 26 and 28 keys.
Well, that sounds like 27, right?
Yep, looks like 27. So what are we thinking here? You load it up in the car and I'll pack up the old man. And any of this other junk we might need.
I hate Charlie. Professional my ass.
I'd like, I really need to talk to the sheriff as soon as possible.
I'm Sheriff Reed. You can talk all you like, but if I were you, I'd wait for my lawyer, Mr. Nash.
I don't, you said you're the sheriff?
That's what I said.
No, I'm just, are you Sharpwood, Sheriff?
I'm the sheriff.
You could, do you have the authority to...
Look, I'm wearing a shiny star on my chest. I'm sitting here in the middle of the night, and even though I'm exhausted, I'm poring over murder files that no one else wants to bother with. So yeah, I'm the sheriff. I may not be used to all this, and I'm not sure I ever will be, but I don't have another sheriff for you, Mr. Nash. You might as well accept it.
Listen, Sheriff. Sheriff Reed, right? Great, Sheriff Reed. I need to talk to the sheriff, and you're the sheriff, so it's even better. I mean, older sheriffs sometimes... Well, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not talking about that. I just want to say that there's been a mistake. And I want to help you out here because
There was a huge batch of cocaine hiding in your house. You want me to believe you didn't know anything about it?
I rent that house. Only lived there a couple of weeks, and you know all that, right? It's easy to check, huh? Yeah, it's But that's not important. It's not that I'm trying. Listen, Sheriff Reed, you have to listen to me very carefully. I'm a policeman, just like you know?
Oh, so you must be undercover. Is that it, Mr. Nash?
No, it's much more complicated than that. My name isn't Warren Nash.
Yeah, I already knew that. Your fake documents are so bad they practically fell apart in my hands.
If you let me explain, would you like to see my real document, Sheriff? Look, that humidor, you see it?
What?
That little box, the little wooden box on the table, see? Looks like a jewelry box.
It's locked. We'll crack it open in the morning.
Wouldn't you rather open it now? Please, Sheriff Reed, let's open it now, and I'll try to explain everything. I'm in a very difficult situation, and I'm asking you to listen to me. Just open the box, and you'll find my passport in there, my real passport. My name's Jack Boyd. The documents that say I'm Warren Nash, I bought them for $90 at the rail station. Please, just open the box, and I'll explain everything, please.
You say you were a cop, huh?
Yes. I was a cop. I was the chief of police, just like you. Look, it's a very long and complicated story, but I assure you this is all just a huge misunderstanding. And the fact that I've gone into hiding here, the fact that I'm here at all, it's an injustice that I want to correct. And I'm asking you to help me. Sheriff Reed, let's talk. I'm begging you. Sheriff Reed, let me...
Do you even know what you've been accused of, Mr. Boyd?
Let's just say I don't know if you know what happened in Freeburg last winter, but it had nothing to do with the law or justice. I was used.
You do understand that I have to report you to the feds, right, Mr. Boyd?
Sheriff Reed, if you do this, you just continue this. I believe that cops should help each other, so I just want to say... You seem like the kind of person
We've known each other for 5 minutes, Mr. Boyd. I doubt very much that I've made any impression on you at all. Whatever you've got yourself mixed up in, I hope that you find justice, if that's really what you want. But for now, all I know is this. You're a criminal, and they're looking for you.
Your folder, that's a case file. Can I see it?
Excuse me?
I worked as a detective for years. Even when I was chief, I did half of my detective's work. If you're having trouble with the case, I'm sure I can help. Cops should help each other. My exact words, right?
You think that I'm...
Listen, Sheriff Reed, what do you have to lose? You're the head of this police department. You've got to think rationally. I'm not trying to teach you how to do your work. I'm just for a minute, forget about all that, this whole awkward situation, okay? Right? You have an unsolved murder, and there's someone standing right in front of you who's offering to help. Maybe I'm an imposter, and I can't actually do anything. Maybe I'll even turn out to be a lunatic, scatter the file around the cell and dance around like a wild monkey. But maybe, just maybe, I really am an experienced cop who can help you find your killer. Don't you want that? Don't you want to give me a chance since you've got nothing to lose? Don't you want a real criminal in prison, not some sorry victim of circumstance like me? That's police work. Catching the real criminals, right?
I guess I'm going crazy.
What, can you do something? Ooh, to solve the crime, you need to reconstruct a picture of what happened by placing the frames for the crime's keys in the right order. Okay. To figure out what happened, you should carefully examine the evidence, witnesses, and testimony. Obviously. You have all the necessary frames, but 2 people are suspected of the murder. You need to analyze whatever information is available and figure out which of them is the true culprit. Alright. This is what I was made to do. Alright. Okay, secret of the forbidden flesh. There's a hand head. Is that a brain? What is that? And a pig's head. So, Bob Finnegan's house. And Bob Finnegan's dismembered corpse. Holy shit. In North Star grocery store. Ruth Finnegan. I was at the neighborhood to borrow some salt, and I heard that on their TV that there's some crazy maniac killing people in Ripton. Journalists nicknamed him the Wrestler because he wears a wrestling mask. I usually don't pay attention to the news, but this time I remember because as I was leaving, I noticed a Latino man in the street with a big sports bag, and he was just taking off a mask. I got home and there's blood everywhere, and Bob is nowhere to be found. You think the maniac came all the way out here from Ripton? But he was found at the... Wait. Okay. Okay. So we got here. Man in wrestling mask watches Bob Finnegan through the window. This is just at his house. A man in a wrestling mask approaches Bob Finnegan with a hacksaw in his hand. Man with a wrestling mask cuts Bob Finnegan's throat with a hacksaw. Man in a wrestling mask cuts Bob Finnegan's corpse in the bathtub. Walks to the North grocery store. Okay. That never happened. Now, let's see the other suspects. Ruth Finnegan quarrel over vegetable soup. Okay, so no matter what, I do think that it was approached, cut, disassembled, and she carries a bag. Or somebody carries the bag. That evening, Ruth came over to borrow some salt. It's funny, she works at a grocery store, but she's always missing something. So sat at my place for a while, then said that she was going back to make dinner for Bob. Don't know how she put up with him. A typical man. He always walks around with a stupid t-shirt, spent the whole day staring at the TV and yelling at Ruth to bring him another Frosty. The fuck is a Frosty? Like Wendy's? They got good Frosties. I mean, I guess maybe a beer? I don't like beer. I don't drink beer. It's gross. Went to visit often enough, and it was always the same thing. Recently, Ruth decided to try to be a vegetarian. She read a magazine that'll make you live an extra 10 years. Plus, you get to lose a few pounds. So she started cooking without meat, beginning with vegetable soup. Thought she'd surprise Bob, but when he came from work, he was yelling, "What the fuck is this without the meat?" I lived next door. I could hear everything. They almost got into a fight. Almost. Okay. Victim's home. The bathroom is covered in blood. It looks like this is where the victim's corpse was butchered. Wait, does this go to the next one? Okay. The victim's body parts were neatly laid out on the counter as if they were a display set for all to see. There was a crumpled garbage bag under the counter with traces of blood inside. Okay, so it's a garbage bag. The victim's throat was cut in one single confident motion. Death came almost instantly. There was no signs of struggle on the body. The corpse was dismembered after death. Okay, so we do know that there was a garbage. We do know there was a garbage bag, and we do know for a fact that it was cut on the throat, dismembered. Okay, so see the two leg. So it's either man in a wrestling mask or it's her. I do think for a fact it's her. So at the house, they quarrel over vegetable soup. Okay. Gives him a bottle of beer. keeps asking for another Frosty. She approaches. She cuts his throat. Dismembers his shit. Wait, some here. Wait, no. This is not the thing. Thought I had more room. Obviously not. Move the thing aside. Right there. Bob finding his wife. She killed her husband and to escape her unhappy marriage. The last straw was criticism of her soup. Who decided to kill her husband and make it look as though the maniac known as the wrestler did it. Indict. Yes.
Look.
I have no idea how long I've been playing.
Lily, are you there? Lily!
Lily!
Lily here. Come in.
Can you grab the box of flashbang grenades and get over here? There's no time to lose. Lily!
Copy. I'm on my way.
So,
Alright, before we continue, I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I'm not going to end the game, but I am going to go stop. I just woke up a little bit ago, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to go smoke. Change out my laundry, because it's in the washer. Then I'll come back and continue. So it'll be a while, but I am going to end this episode. I'll see you guys in another episode. So, as always, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, if you have suggestions, gameplay tips, comments, put in the comment section below, and I will see you all in the next episode.